Okay, good morning everybody. Today we're at Wakefield Test Centre and we're about to embark on another test route. Okay, we're parked to the side of the test centre today and we're going to move off from here. Okay, so I'll just go through the dialogue like I always do. Okay, so Bhupesh, we're about to start a 40-minute driving test. This will consist of 20 minutes of forward driving, 20 minutes of independent driving, one manoeuvre, maybe an emergency stop. Okay, have you understood what I've just told you?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready to start your test?
Yep.
Okay, now just remember, if I don't give you any instruction, then follow the road markings and road signs ahead like you would normally do. Okay, thank you. We prepare the car and it's all round checks like always. Okay, and then we indicate if anyone's to benefit. And again, we keep in first gear to negotiate the car park. It's always best to keep it in first gear. And at the car park exit, we'll be taking a left and then immediate right onto Mother's Way. Get well emerged. And as we're turning onto Mother's Way, there's vehicles, especially a big lorry parked up to the left. So just make sure that you're looking into the distance for no other vehicles oncoming. Look for pulling in places so that if you do meet another vehicle, you can pull in just like we can do now. Okay, is he waiting for us? Okay, that's it. Well done. Well acknowledged there, Bhupesh. We'll take a right onto the main road. Well done. So just be careful of that. And well emerged. And at the end of this road, I'm going to ask you to take a right, please. Good mirror checks there. Nicely timed signal. And again, the white lines are worn off here, so position yourself right onto the giveaway lines so that your view onto the main road is good. Just look to the left, Bhupesh, this lorry's pulled over, so that means we have to just creep out here with caution. Well done, well emerged. Okay, now the roundabout. I'm asking you to follow Dewsbury, okay, the A63, Dewsbury. Okay, so what exit's that? Third exit, well done. Make sure you position yourself on the inner side of the roundabout. Nicely merged to the new road. Well done. Now here the examiner will be wanting you to pull over to the left at a safe, convenient and legal place. It is a steep hill. It's quite busy as well. So somewhere here please. Yeah. Nicely pulled over to the left. Good use of the handbrake. And I'll just check there. Yep, very good. Nice position. And then he'll be asking you to move away when you can do. Okay, so make sure you get a nice biting point here because of the hill. Good checks and well moved off there. Nice biting point. We need that so we don't roll backwards in this situation, but it is quite a steep hill. Now the next exercise will be, I want you to take a left at the roundabout. This will lead onto a car park. They'll be asking you to do a manoeuvre here. So first we do the left. And then we'll turn right into the Ramada Hotel. Take a right into this gap over here, right? And from here they'll be asking you to do a manoeuvre. which one? We will do the forward bay park today. Okay, so when you're ready, Pupesh, please start the manoeuvre now. And the reference point, what's the reference point? So we're taking the right bay park here, and it's the wing mirror onto the first white line of the bay that we choose. Okay, so we make sure it's safe. We've got the position there. Okay, good shoulder checks. No one tried to pass us on either side. And then it's a full steer lock to the right, under control. And we can make an adjustment if we need to. So if we need to make sure it's safe, don't look all round. And once we position ourselves, okay, we can then lower both wing mirrors, okay, just to look for the lines on both sides. Okay, you can even open your door if you want. Okay. And when you're happy, you can call that you've finished. I'm finished. Okay, well done. Okay, so the examiner will check. That's perfect, is that? Well done. Good manoeuvre. And then he'll say something along the lines of, okay, Bukresh, please reverse out, either left or right, and aim towards the exit. So in this situation, we'll be reversing out to the left because the exit's over to the right hand side. Yeah, so there's a car there. So how can we signal to that car that we're about to reverse?
You just have to put into
Reverse gear? Yeah, well done.
Would be fine.
That's good. So that they know that we want to restart our reverse now. And look round. Well done. Good speed is this. There's a lot of vehicles in the car park. So there could be anyone opening the car doors and walking up into our blind spot here. So looking all round, this is really good. Well negotiated. Good all round checks again. And you see that car started reversing. Now he's not done his checks because he should have noticed that we were there. Okay. Alright. Well manoeuvred off. We'll take a left over to the exit. When we approach the exit, we're going to take a left onto the main road here. This position. Well assessed. And at the roundabout in the distance, we'll be taking the first exit. Okay. Well negotiated. And for the purpose of the next exercise, Bukresh, I'll be asking you to keep into the left lane, okay? And follow the traffic lights around to the left, please. Nice use of handbrake there because we're waiting for a few minutes. It's always good to use the handbrake. Okay, it's more safer than using your foot brake. Just in case someone hits into the back of us, we don't go out to the main road. Okay. And in this situation, we're keeping the left lane and follow the road ahead for some distance until they give you another direction. There's a 30 speed limit here, so keep the speed the maximum of 30 miles an hour. But also keep an eye on these car parks, cars emerging, so just keep cautious. Okay, the cars are turning in potentially, so we must make adjustments that are necessary. Now, in a short distance, I'll be asking you to turn right, please. Good mirrors, good signal. Okay. Now here the road markings are worn out. Okay, so just have a look and position yourself accurately. Okay, look at the oncoming and then execute the turn into the new road. Well done, well executed there. This road's familiar, we've been here before. Okay, they'll be asking you to pull up on the left at a safe, convenient and legal spot. So, pick your spot carefully and wisely. Okay, make sure you don't obstruct other vehicles. Make sure you don't obstruct bus stops. Make sure you don't park opposite the island in the middle and opposite other vehicles on the other side of the road. And this is perfect in this. So, I'll just check your position. Well done. And the examiner will simply ask you to move away when it's safe to do so. Yeah, well done, good shoulder check. Yeah, well moved off safely there, well done. Okay. So this road, it is a 30 road. Okay, so we must make the adjustments that are necessary according to the situation. Okay, because it is a bright day. Okay, the sun's in our eyes today, so we'll just make a slight adjustment. Okay. And in the distance is a mini roundabout. So I'll leave you to negotiate after that. Okay. Alright. And good gearing down in approach to the mini roundabout. And it's safe to go, yeah? Other hazards on this road are schools, so there could be children crossing over, vulnerable children. We've got to just keep an eye on those situations developing. Okay, and in the distance there's a zebra crossing, so just scan both sides, make sure it's safe to proceed. Well adjusted, well done. Good mirror checks there, Papesh. Distance, and we come to the end of the road. Okay, and the examiner will be asking you to turn left. So here, make sure check your mirrors in good time, but time the signal. Okay, we don't want people to think we're turning into the side road just before the end of the road. Well timed and well positioned onto the giveaway lines. Well emerged. Well done. Okay, so this road is a 30 road, and it seems a lot busier, so just proceed up to the speed limit if it's safe to do so. Well negotiated the bend there. The next turning, the examiner will be asking us will be where the hair shop is in the distance. Okay, where those cars are queuing up to turn right, we'll be asking you to turn right there. And the shop is called Bianca Hairdressing. They'll be asking you to turn right. Well positioned. Remember your gap behind the vehicle in front should be tyres and tarmac. Okay, so we're not getting too close to the vehicle in front at any time. Okay, just in case he rolls backwards. Then there's a gap so that he can be aware that of his position. distance, the examiner will be asking you to pull over to the left. Again, somewhere safe, convenient, legal. So again, you don't want to cover anybody's driveway, you don't want to park up at a bus stop, you don't want to obstruct anybody, not park opposite another vehicle, and you've done that. So well done. Just check your position. Well done, good position there. Now we'll be embarking on the independent drive now part of this test route.
Okay.
So the examiner will be asking you to follow the road ahead when it's safe to do so. So move away safely, follow the road ahead. Take a right at the end of the road, and then pick up the sign for Denby Dale. Okay, you got that? Mm-hmm. Well done. So leave this to you. Good signal, good shoulder check, moving off. Well done.
So one question.
Yes.
So for signal, shall we give the signal when we are ready, or shall we indicate well in advance?
Well, if there's someone to benefit, then that's when you'd signal. Okay, so on some of the occasions, if there's somebody stood on the side of the road and there's someone to benefit, you can start indicating before you do your checks, because that person will benefit. On other occasions, there might not be anybody there at that precise moment, but once you move off, somebody might come from the blind side of the bend, and then it's okay to signal late because you wasn't able to see him in that moment where you did your all-round checks.
Yep.
So in that situation, you can signal as you're moving off, and it will be fine to do that as well.
Well, here we have to go straight towards the exit.
So at the end of the road, we'll be turning right, and then we're going to pick up the sign for Denby Dale. And that was good that you asked that. On the independent driving, you can ask and confirm the direction. It's allowed for you to do that. Okay. What you can't ask is how to proceed. Okay. So that was a good question you asked there. Well negotiated the roadworks. And here again, it's a 30 road. You've got a nice gap behind the car in front. It's roughly a 2-second gap, and that's how you should be proceeding along the road when there's a number of cars in front of you. Always have a safe gap. Okay, so if they stop suddenly, then we've got plenty of time to stop nice and safely behind the vehicle. Okay, well done. So in the distance, we will be picking up the direction for Denby Dale. Okay, I'll leave that one to you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well noticed. Good mirrors. Turning right, and we're indicating right. So everybody around us, they know that what our direction is and our intention is into the new road. Well proceeded there. Okay, the lights changed as we was negotiating, and just as we got past the stop line, but it was safe there to carry on because the car behind us was too close. Okay, and he might not be ready for the stopping there, so that was fine to do there. Okay. When we crossed, it was green, yeah, but it just changed just after. Road, it's a 30 road, so proceed at the required speed limit if you can. Okay. And we're going to be following this road for some distance. Good speed, well done. So if 2 lanes are going ahead, we always proceed into the left lane, okay? Unless there's a slow moving vehicle or obstruction in the left lane, then we can use a right lane to overtake. Okay, it's okay to use a right lane, but then when it's safe to do so, you must position yourself back into the left lane. Okay.
Right?
Good bit of checks moving off. Okay. We're looking for what's behind us. Cyclists filtering through on both sides. Okay, so it's always a good practice to check your mirrors. Okay. Just before being back on the 40 limit change, what we're going to check. Well done, good bit of checks there. We're looking for anybody passing us on either side. Okay, that might be too close to us. Okay. So checking our mirrors frequently. Okay, that's roughly about every 7 to 10 seconds on a straight road. Okay. And we're coming up to the first roundabout. Okay, and on this particular roundabout, okay, we're keeping with the sign to Denby, okay, but on this roundabout it's the left lane. Okay, generally the third exit, okay, would mean the right lane, but on this particular situation, the road markings and road signs tell us that we need to be in the left lane. So well done, and I'll leave the negotiating the roundabout to yourself. Well done, good emerging, good position. That's the second exit. Good bit of signal left into the third exit ahead there. Well done. Okay. Okay, now in the short distance we're coming to the next roundabout. Okay, and it's the second exit on this roundabout. It is ahead. Okay, so we're correctly positioned in the left lane for now, which is good. Well adjusted for the light change. Well done. Leave the negotiating the roundabout to yourself, okay? Okay, good. Well done. Good mirrors and signal. And good emerging off the roundabout. Well done. Now the next one, we're still following Denby Dale, okay? It's the second exit, it's ahead. So we're in the correct lane again, okay? We must take the second exit here because the first exit is a motorway. You can't approach and go onto the motorway, so make sure you proceed here correctly. It's the second exit, left lane approach to the right. Well done, and carry on going, and that's the correct lane there. Well done. We're following A636 there, okay? Well positioned, well negotiated there, Rajesh. You have to be careful you don't go on the motorway on that one, okay? Because that will be a fail, okay? All right. Yep, and we're just going to follow the exit off now. Excellent. Mirrors and signal there, taking on left. Well done. And now it does go to a 30 road, so adjust your speed accordingly, please. And follow the road ahead for some distance. closer. I will be highlighting which road that will be. Well adjusted for the speed change. Good reduction of speed negotiating that truck there. And the next direction will be following the next road on the right to Netherton. Okay, we'll be following the road to Netherton. Okay, well done. Good position in the lane turning right. Position correctly so people that are going ahead on the left hand side can pass us safely. Well done. It is a 30 speed limit. Okay, and this is countryside road, part of the test. Okay, so just adjust your speed accordingly for the narrow roads and the bending turns. Okay, we have to just anticipate what's coming into the blind side of the bends here because we're never quite sure. So being cautious is the key word that we use negotiating these countryside roads. Okay, it does lead onto a national speed limit, and on this particular road, a national speed limit on a single carriageway would implicate 60. Yeah. Okay, so we need to keep that speed at maximum 60. But looking at the road and the way the road is laid out, you will never ever get to that 60 speed limit. Okay, you must be aware of bends and horse riders and so on and so forth. Okay, and here we negotiate to second gear because of the bend of the turn there. It's quite severe bend. Well done for that gear change there. So at the moment we're going at about 20 miles an hour, which is fine for the road conditions that we're dealing with right now. Well negotiated these cars, well done. Brake there to negotiate the steep hill downwards. And here we're in about third gear, we're just using brake only. That's good, is that? To keep control of the vehicle. Road markings are constantly telling us to keep the car slow, so the warnings are there. And in the distance we can see the 30 sign change. It means we're coming from treetops to rooftops. Because it's a built up area, they've reduced the speed quite significantly because there's people in the area. Obviously we need to anticipate people or vulnerable people. Those like well positioned here, and you hold that position. Okay, is he giving us way? Can you negotiate the gap there? Well done for that. And well acknowledged there. It's always nice to be nice. Okay, people always are more than willing to be helpful if you thank them. So don't be afraid to thank them. Make sure it's a firm thank you. Okay, don't wave at people. Don't give other gestures to people. Just a firm thank you is more than enough in this situation. Here, there's always a car parked to the left just before that mini roundabout. So make sure it's safe. We are turning right at the mini roundabout. Well done. Somebody lives there, so that's why you always get vehicles. It's not easy, and well adjusted for the speed and gear to negotiate this mini roundabout. And it's a blind spot. Well emerged there, Pupesh.
So one question on the roundabout.
Yeah.
So how exactly we should deal it? Can some part of car go over it?
Yes. if we're forced to go over the white circle, then we must go over it as much as what is necessary. We don't go over more than necessary. Because of the white vehicle that was parked outside the house, then we're forced to go over the white circle. Obviously, we can't go through the car, so we must make the appropriate adjustment in that situation. But bearing in mind, there could be other cars turning in from the oncoming side. Okay, so just accordingly, but as also cautiously as well, expecting other cars to turn in from the other side. Okay. Well adjusted to the speed limit, it's 40 on this road. And in the short distance, we will be turning right. So position yourself in good time. Well done. The arrow here does state only that we can go ahead, but ahead is actually turning right at the traffic lights. Okay, we can indicate in this situation as long as we don't harm the situation. We are turning right, and if we indicate right, then that's fine to do so. Okay, well negotiated. We just follow the road ahead. Speed for the sharp bend. Well done. And as we can see, the warning sign warns us of another double sharp bend. So we will need to reduce our speed accordingly. Well done. Fixed continuous double white line in the middle means no overtaking. Well done. It means hazard, and the hazard is the sharp bend. We can't see onto the oncoming side, so definitely we don't overtake in these situations like this. Well done. And good gap behind the truck. Okay. And in a short distance, the examiner will be asking you to turn right, and it's just this one over here.
Right.
Sorry, turn left. Turn left. Turn left. And then we're approaching the slip road, and we've got giveaway lines in front of us. So make sure you give way on those giveaway lines. Okay, we are going left here. Okay, it almost looks like it's ahead. Physically, we're going ahead, but technically we are turning. All right, so just make sure it's safe on the right hand side. Okay. Gap behind the truck in front. Make sure that you've got enough space to pass these parked vehicles and also give space to oncoming vehicles in these tight areas. Okay, because we want to give enough space for it pass so we can pass each other safely. And it's a 20 road now. And at the end of this road, the examiner will be asking you to turn right. Turn right when you can. Okay, so this is a tricky situation. This, as we come to the giveaway lines, okay, the buildings are right onto the edge of the road, especially on the left-hand side. So it's a blind spot on the left there. Okay, and we have to give way to these cars turning in from the main road. So we have to look both sides and look for cars turning in before we emerge out right here. Well emerged there. That was very good. Okay. And just in the distance, look for these zebra crossings. Make sure that people are coming towards them. Scan both sides and make the adjustments that are necessary. Okay. Remember, the pedestrian has got priority. If they're coming to to the zebra crossing, we must stop, okay, and give them way. So again, there's another zebra crossing, and as we come in, scan both sides. Well done. And just where this next white building is, as we negotiate this, take a left here, please. Well done. And now we're leading onto a one-way road. Okay, so traffic can only go one way here. And there's a sharp bend in the distance. So just accordingly, make sure it's safe. Look to the blind side, the bend. And proceed when you go here. The examiner will be asking us to turn right. Okay, so we can position on the right hand side on this because it's a one-way road.
Now I know this road.
Okay.
How I know this road? There was a very good video someone posted on this one.
Yes, okay. Is the gap there? The gap's there?
Yeah.
We can thank the driver.
I think I can.
Yeah, we can. There you go. Just be careful of other vehicles that are coming from the other side. There's a lady stood at the side of the traffic lights. Just be aware that lights might change. If not, then we carry on proceeding down the road into the distance.
I think she had not pressed the button. She was waiting for someone to stop for it.
In those situations, you press the button and just wait, and the light should change, and then you have priority to cross. And again, we got some sharp bends, double white lines in the middle means hazard. So adjust your speed. It says slow on the road, even though the slow sign is worn out. Just adjust accordingly. And at the end of this road, they will be asking you to turn left at the end of the road. Okay? So start your routine nice and early. And if we're turning left, we need to position on the left hand side. Well emerged. That was very good, that. Okay. The speed limit is 30. So be aware of the 30 speed limit, please. Short distance, there is a big building. It's a pub, and just after the pub, they will be asking you to turn left. Okay. The pub is called the Upset, and it is quite tricky. As you turn in, there's some giveaway lines in front of you. You must make sure that there's no cars turning from the right hand side. If you can emerge out and carry on going at the giveaway lines. Well done, Bish. That was good. Well negotiated. road we're on now is quite busy. There's parked vehicles on the left. Also, there's oncoming vehicles, so make sure you've got enough space to pass each other safely. Well done, well negotiated, good mirror checks there. Okay. And again, it's a school in the vicinity, so be aware of kids, vulnerable people like that. Make sure you scan the crossings, the zebra crossing, as you're coming towards them. Well done. Good scanning there. And in the far distance, we do have a mini roundabout.
We have the one we crossed. Well,
Yes, the one that we crossed, yes. So make sure you're scanning in the right areas, which is the right hand side. Well done. Good reduction of speed, good assessment, and good proceeding onto the new road. Well done. Now we've got quite a large vehicle. Which mirrors we're checking in?
middle and
One middle and right. Well done. Yeah, and we've got some hatch markings in the middle. Now those hatch markings we can use if necessary. Okay, you've done that quite well there. Okay, so the hatch markings we can use to overtake obstructions if necessary. Okay, that was quite well done there. And at the end of this particular road, we will be turning left, please. Good mirrors. Good timing of indicator, well done. It's quite an open junction, this one. So if we can see it safe, we can negotiate this one in a second, and that was very good, that rubbish. Very well executed there. Okay, now in the short distance, just as we pass these next set of traffic lights that we can see, the examiner will be asking you to turn right. Okay. Mirrors and signal. Now as we pass the lights, position yourself in the centre, just in front of this island here, and look for oncoming traffic. Well adjusted to first gear there. And if you can walk across, then you can definitely drive across there too. That's a good philosophy to use there. If you can walk across, then you can drive across. Okay. And we are approaching another roundabout. Okay. This one's close to the test centre, and they will be asking you to go ahead. Okay. Well adjusted for this oncoming vehicle. And good position. Approaching the roundabout. Well done. Well weighted there for that white Audi. Okay. And as you measure to the roundabout, make sure your position's left of the invisible line. Okay, so keep our position left hand side. Well mirrored and signal. Well done. Vehicles are parked up so we can pass them, can't we? And then the examiner will be asking you to take the next road on the left, please. Good speed. And well turned there to the new road. Well adjusted for this oncoming vehicle, and the examiner will be asking you to take the next road on the left, please. Where it's signalling, then this car will know that we're turning and he can emerge out. So to negotiate back towards the test station, I would advise you to use first gear here, so it's will be left and then immediate right, please. Good scanning, and then just position yourself to turn right into the test station. Okay, now here, the examiner will be asking you to drive forward into a bay, okay? whichever one's available. So on this occasion, I think we'll turn left, okay, and then drive forward into any bay. Now here, the accuracy is not important here because we've done the manoeuvre. Okay, the manoeuvre's been completed. So he just wants you to finish off, okay, and make sure that you're out of the way of other students coming back to the test station, and so that you can stop here, and then you can sit and give you your debrief at the end of the test.
So yep, thank you, Dheeraj.
Yep. So the examiner will be asking you to pull up at the test station, okay, in a safe position, okay. We've done the manoeuvre, so the accuracy of this won't be in question. When you pull over, he will want to give you a debrief. So, you know, you've negotiated the test route very well, okay. Good questions, Bhupesh. And you know, please like, subscribe and share. And if you do have any questions about this test route, then please ask me questions in the comment section, and I will answer your questions, okay. And that's how you drive in this town.